Pakistan's foreign minister meets with the U.S. charge d'affaires, hoping for a breakthrough. Pakistan is trying to mediate an end to a war between a U.S.-Israeli alliance and Iran, which otherwise looks set to enter its third month. And the foreign minister suggests both sides extend a ceasefire. The Trump administration, it turns out, is on board with that idea. Trump may have announced the pause in fighting will keep up until Tehran puts out a proposal and Washington meets again to ink a deal. But the conflict isn't completely frozen. U.S. Navy ships are still blocking Iranian ports and even chasing down vessels giving Iran support far away from the waters of the Persian Gulf. U.S. forces board one sanctioned tanker in the Indian Ocean. The Pentagon said Tuesday it carried out the operation overnight. Iran says the U.S.'s actions are unacceptable.
First of all, aggression towards maritime shipping and trading is a dangerous violation, because if this becomes common, basically maritime freedom will be in danger. Both things America has done are examples of piracy and state terrorism.
Iran's foreign minister went much further, calling the blockade an act of war and a ceasefire violation. And though the violence is paused, the whole world still feels this war's impact, especially with the critical oil and gas conduit to Iran's south, the Strait of Hormuz, largely shut. That's driven prices up along another critical waterway half the world away, the Panama Canal. One vessel carrying gas paid $4 million to skip the line, so urgent is the need for energy. Uncertainty over U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance attending further peace talks helped drive down U.S. stocks on Tuesday.
Saw news recently that perhaps J.D. Vance is not going to Islamabad to negotiate. So you've had markets trying to figure out, should they worry about the war? Should they move on beyond conflict in the Middle East?
And countries not involved in the conflict are bracing for fuel shortages. EU countries, for instance, are preparing for a tough summer ahead, regardless of the war, as it will take time to get back to normal even once the Strait of Hormuz reopens.
This goes on for many months or even years. We're looking at a totally new world order and probably very, very severe economic consequences that goes far beyond only the energy sector.
The missiles and bombs may have stopped for now, but it will take more talks and more time to see how the Middle East crisis ends. Ryan Wu and John Van Trieste for TaiwanPlus.